Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Morissette, and I'm here with Matthew and I are excited to tell you about World Down Syndrome Day, which is coming up on March 21st. Watch this video to hear what Down syndrome is and why we celebrate kids like Matthew. What is Down syndrome? If you were going to make a cake, you would need a recipe. The recipe tells you how to make the cake, what ingredients to add, what order. Different recipes make different kinds of cake. Inside your body, each cell has a recipe. The recipe is in something called chromosomes. Typical people have 23 pairs of chromosomes, and that information makes you, you. Your chromosomes tell your body what type of traits you should have, like what color your hair is, or how tall you are, and your talents, what you're good at. For someone who has Down syndrome, they have an extra chromosome. Chromosome 21 has 3 copies instead of 2. This is called trisomy 21 or Down syndrome. Let's meet Matthew. Matthew is 8 years old and in 3rd grade. He spends his school day in a general education classroom with his typical peers, including traveling to specials and lunch and recess. He also participates in his special education classroom. This year, Matthew is working on reading and writing, math, and thematic units. He is a joyful learner. Matthew is a creature of habit, preferring his daily routines. But he also looks forward to his favorite seasonal activities, like baseball in the spring, boating in the summer, and that includes tubing. Come fall, Matthew loves to dress up for Halloween, and in the winter, he likes to be out on the frozen pond with the neighborhood kids. This year, Maddie is growing fast and doing new and adventurous things like riding a bike, trying new foods each morning at breakfast, playing with the youth band at church, and dog sledding in Quebec, Canada. Matthew loves all dogs, so this was right up his alley. Matthew's favorite day every week is Wednesday. Of course, it's pasta day at school. After school, he goes to occupational therapy, where they are working on sensory integration and new food exploration. After that, he meets with Coach Cavan, a local personal trainer who runs a group for these 3rd grade boys. They work on strength and agility. Matthew is working on skipping with this high knees calisthenic exercise. Having an extra chromosome is one of the extra things about Down syndrome, but there are others. Matthew is extra flexible. Shorter bones and longer ligaments mean super flexibility. Extra time is needed to reach developmental milestones like walking and talking. Matthew mastered walking at 2 years old. Extra supervision is needed because even though he is very capable, Maddie doesn't always realize the dangers of what he is doing. Extra encouragement and extra time to do seemingly mundane things like wearing bowling shoes for the very first time or learning a life skill is also vital to Matthew's success. We are so thankful for the community that helps Matthew on a daily basis. His paras, teachers, clinicians at the school, his friends, both typical and neurodivergent, and especially his siblings at home, Beth and Luke. I have Down syndrome. Good job. We just learned that Down syndrome comes from an extra chromosome, and chromosomes kind of look like mismatched socks. So on March 21st, to celebrate World Down Syndrome Day, wear your silly mismatched socks. And if someone asks you about it, tell them that you're celebrating the extra chromosome with your friend, Matthew.